August the 22nd, 2023. Guys, you got Tropical Storm Harold rolling into Texas now, and the center circulation is just offshore, so you're getting the worst part of it, which is not a major hurricane or anything, but you've got wind and rain coming in, and we're going to look at the radar. And I'd love it for you guys to come into the comments of this video and let us know how you're doing in that area. Again, you're getting rain through a great part of the coastal sections of Texas now. Now, as we look at it, this is what we have. Tropical Storm Harold, maximum sustained winds 40 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure is 1,004 millibars. It's moving west-northwest, picking up speed at 18 miles per hour. Now, we'll do an update on the rest of the situation. What we are seeing is the dying out of these three storms back here. Franklin is not going to give up. It's a 50 mile per hour storm now. It's very slow, moving west at 3 knots. I think it's getting ready to make that change in direction. Usually when they slow down, that's what we're dealing with. And looking at the information from Franklin, again, 50 mile per hour winds, almost at a crawl now. It looks like it's going to head right over the Dominican Republic as a tropical storm, become a hurricane by 2 a.m. Saturday. So it's going to be moving very slowly this week, and that could change a lot of things as far as the high pressure. Notice Bermuda is right there, guys, and I mentioned this last night. When this thing cranks up, and if it's in this particular location, Bermuda more than likely is going to take a very hard lick on this. Now let's look at the actual radar images. You got Corpus Christi right in the center of this. Alice is to the west. Victoria's to the north. You can see San Antonio up into the top left corner. But these are the rain bands coming in. You can see marine warnings popping up down at the bottom. That one's gone. But that's where you can get your water spouts. So guys, in your area, if you're still under tropical storm watches and flood watches and things like that, just pay attention to these rain bands. It doesn't look like a major event, but if your power's out and you're flooded or whatever, it's a major event to you, and we all understand that. Now, taking a look at the nation, this is a visual image, and it's not all the way daylight yet, about halfway through the nation it is, but you can see in the bottom right, this is Franklin, slowing down, more than likely getting ready to turn. You can see the upper level winds moving in that direction. And to the right, guys, or excuse me, to the left, coming up through the Baja area, you have a totally separate feeder band that is connected to Hurricane, or the remnants of Hurricane Hillary, both there and over in California still. Everything's being routed around the high pressure area, and you can see where all of this moisture is going. Now, again, we would love to have some of this rotate back around and take some of this heat off of us, because we are in extreme heat warnings again today. Switching over to our infrared, you can see the storm in the bottom. You can see Harold here. And these are the bands of moisture that I was talking about. Again, maybe you folks in Arizona need this. I don't know how heavy it is yet. It doesn't look extremely heavy, but any moisture is good, as dry as it's been. And Texas, just hang in there, because this rain is much needed in your area also. And you've got a lot trailing back here. Notice that. So as the center comes ashore, which it almost has, you've got still going to have rain pulling in from out into the Gulf itself. But watch for an update a little later this afternoon. I've got a doctor's appointment to check up on my back here, and I've got to be up in Jackson, Mississippi in about 2 hours. So I got to sign out now, but guys, just keep an eye on what's going on here. Come in the comments and let us know what's happening in your area. Heads up, be safe.